What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and the first video that I'm going to make, or that I am making and recording and releasing as soon as I got back from KCON, because I got back from KCON a couple hours ago, is going to be a video kind of a little bit... Let's do it once again. 3, 2, 1, go. What is going on, everybody? Of course, if you're watching this, then you probably already know my name is Nick, and the channel and all the stuff that we do. But since this is the first video that I'm recording since I've gotten back from KCON, this has been we're gonna talk about some little teeny tiny insignificant changes to the channel and some other stuff, just to keep you in the loop, and then because it was something that's kind of important that you might be a little worried about or something as soon as I upload this video. So I figured I would make this video, explain what is going on and stuff, and this has been something that I have kind of thought and considered for the last 2 weeks, and I figured, since KCON 2016 is basically my, I'm going to consider it to be my 2-year anniversary on YouTube, we might as well make the changes now after 2 years, and I think that this is going to be, will set me up much better for the future. And this is a byproduct of something that I like to do. I think everybody should do, is constantly learn about the thing that you think you know best about. Keep reading things, even if what the information you're getting is the same. You might get a different perspective, and I got a different perspective and some things that I hadn't actually considered and thought about over the last 2 years, as I was again learning and taking in some new and different information about YouTube. And the number one big thing that is going to change, that is it's significant, but at the same time it doesn't mean anything at all, is the name of the channel. Now, the name of the channel currently is MWKpop as I record this video, but it's not going to be that anymore. I'm changing it to something that is more of a reflection of what the content of my videos is about, something that is more searchable, something that is not dumb. MWKpop is as far as what I think, is a stupid name, and was kind of, when I made it, a blend between the name that I had when I was making gaming videos and the name and K-pop something. It's like I couldn't come up with anything 2 years ago, and so I came up with that. But we're changing it to we're changing the channel name to ROK Music Review. Obviously, that's the Republic of Korea Music Review, because we're reviewing Korean music on this channel. New K-pop music and music videos, singles, whatever, albums, covering K-pop news a little bit, just basically a review or a summary or whatever, and discussion about anything relating to Korean music. And that name right there captures it perfectly. And of course, if you search that, then the channel name will show up in search results, whereas if you search MWKpop, YouTube says, did you mean to search something else? Which, that's wrong, because if you searched MWKpop, you definitely meant to search for me. So there is that. We're going to be tweaking on graphics a little bit. Thumbnails and stuff are going to be adjusted to kind of change up the style a little bit, and maybe the color scheme, and again, to kind of the same with my channel name, to kind of communicate what they're about a little bit better, possibly. I don't know. I'm working on it. It's going to be something that you'll see soon enough. Some have been changed, but of course I'm still working on perfecting those and refining them to a point that I like a lot. We're going to be working, most of this stuff isn't going to be a change in content, but there will be a little slight tweaks, but it won't be into anything that you guys or a lot of people particularly care about. And again, it's kind of, and I'll explain all of that coming up after this next point, which is as I'm going to be more, involved and participate in this K-pop community more than I have in the last 2 years, which I've basically participated about not at all. And that's just the way it's gone. So I'm, getting more involved. We're not really going to go so much into detail on how that's going to work, but it's going to be a lot of stuff, behind the scenes that you're not going to see and stuff like that, because that's just going to be helpful for the channel and me and whatever personally, as far as things. So there's a lot of good reasons. There's a lot of good reasons to be more of a part of the community in whatever way that I'm going to. And but the details specifically aren't important. But I guarantee you very well might start seeing my name and the channel name around in places more frequently. So like I said, video changes, there aren't going to be any changes. We're keeping, with what we do, the album, the music video reviews, the album reviews, the K-pop news and stuff. The only thing is though that I'm going to be cutting out a lot of stuff that isn't really pertinent to the channel, because you think about this. So the channel is basically Korean music review. So the vlogs and stuff that I've been uploading weekly for the last couple of months aren't really obviously Korean music, so they're not going to happen. It's sad for the people that like to watch those videos and stuff, but it's not really pertinent to what I do. I think that I might just record some of those videos. Still record those videos, but upload them and make them available to patrons only. I'm not entirely sure about that yet. I haven't decided, but for now they are gone right now. I'm considering and thinking about another kind of video series, a weekly video series, but that I'm working on, and more details will be out with that soon. Or the first in that series will just be kind of uploaded. So moving on from video changes, now we're going on to social media. And of course, if you follow me on Twitter or if you follow me on any of my social media accounts, then you know that Twitter is where I am most active. So Twitter, being active on Twitter is good, but I want to be more active on Facebook, a little bit more active on Instagram, just to kind of, have a community there, because I do know that there are people who follow me, who like my Facebook page, who don't follow me on Twitter. The groups and the followings on there are different. So it's not really fair to be, focusing so much on Twitter and kind of neglecting that Facebook side of it. So I'm definitely going to be getting more involved in Facebook and having my page be active there with things that are pertinent and interesting to Korean music. And as a result of that, the kind of is just going to apply that I'm really going to do my best to kind of cut out some or a lot of, the personal kind of things, my Twitter account and my Facebook page, to a lesser extent my Instagram, is going to be all about Korean music and my reviews and my thoughts and my opinions. So I'm not going to be telling you how my day is gone. I'm not going to be saying anything about the presidential election. I'm not going to be saying anything about anything like that. It's strictly going to be Korean music. And again, that's just going to be better and more refining and pinpointing what my social media presence is going to be, what my channel name represents, and what the content is. And the final point, which we've talked a lot, there's a lot to cover, and this is they're not like huge changes, but there are little changes. And my final point, which if you've made it this far, then you're probably, a fan of my channel and very interested in hearing what is changing. The final thing is I have a website, kind of a blog, I guess you can say, that I do not actually write anything on. And my personal goal is to write more stuff for that. More things that are definitely, they're going to correspond with videos that I upload. So I'll be posting, my music video reviews in text form, album reviews in text form, the topics that my videos cover as an article on my website. And, we'll do that. And if I have the time, of course, and there will be additional sorts of stories that are exclusive to the website that aren't specifically on my YouTube channel. And as of now, I would love to change the name and the web address, but I still have the current mwkpop.com web address, so that's not going to be changed very soon, unfortunately, because it's really good to keep that brand name continuous and relevant throughout all of social media. So there's that. And the final thing relating to the website is, if you are interested in writing stuff for me on a volunteer basis, it doesn't have to be once or however frequently you want to or feel like you can contribute. If you want to message me through Twitter or Facebook, because that's where I get notifications from. Those are definitely super easy to get notifications there. You can even email me if you want to. Definitely avoid messaging me on sending me a private message on YouTube, because the private messaging YouTube system on YouTube is god awful, and I don't get notifications for that. So I don't see your messages on your private messages that you send me on YouTube. Send them to me through through Twitter, Facebook, or email me at mwkpop@gmail.com, which that might be changing as well. I'm not entirely sure yet. But that's basically it. So that's 10 minutes worth of, honestly, as far as the content, it's very insignificant changes, but as far as the way that all that content is kind of packaged in or presented, the box, I guess you can say that it all comes in, is going to be pretty drastically different. And I hope that you kind of enjoy it and you want to get involved by, writing stuff for the website, if that's what you want to do. Or just watch the videos and post comments and do whatever you do to, be a part of the community. I would really, really appreciate it. And, all of your support that you've given me over the last 2 years, I definitely do appreciate it. And all of the supports that you will be giving me from many of you in the future is also very, very appreciated, as I kind of, this is a step towards being, kind of like legitimate media, because MWK Pop does not sound like legitimate media, in my opinion. So yeah, so that's it. That's all I got. It's quick. Wasn't even quick. It was about, an average length of one of my videos, about 10 minutes long. So I'm going to finish it off here. Just kept everything relatively super short and, to the point. So that's going to be it. I hope that you are kind of like as excited for this sort of direction and the slight changes that are going to happen as I am. And I will see you for my next couple of videos, or the next video, which is going to be all about KCON. I'm going to have 2 videos about KCON, which I'm going to record right now. So I'm super excited to talk about that and stuff. So I will see you then.